Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tuesday and I love unboxing fashion with all of you. Okay, so the last two Stitch Fix boxes that I've had have been just terrible. That's all there is I can say about it. They've just been terrible. The last one was so bad that I actually didn't even film it. That's how bad it was. But let's see if my ever hopeful, ever positive stylist, Kayla, can redeem herself on this fix. This is my February fix. I'm excited to share it with you guys. If you want to see it, be sure to hang tight and stay tuned. If you're new here, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you as part of this community where we share and talk about all things clothing, style, and fashion. And if you are a returning visitor, thanks so much for hanging with me. Let's jump into this box. All right, if you're not familiar with Stitch Fix, let me give you the quickest rundown. It is a styling service. You go onto their site or into their app and you fill out a quiz, and then a stylist will actually select items for you that they think you will love. It's based partly on the human touch and then partly on their AI system. In any event, you get 5 pieces that are delivered to your home that you can try on in the privacy of your own closet with things that are already in your wardrobe, and you've got 3 days to try everything out, see how it really works for you, and then whatever you don't like, you can send it back. There's typically a styling fee that's associated with the box. However, that styling fee is a credit for you, and if you purchase something in the box, then you can use that styling fee towards that item. So that's just kind of the basics of what you need to know. Shipping is free both ways. You just put it back in the little envelope that they send you and away it goes. So you don't have to keep anything you don't like. You can keep everything that you do love and no worries about having to leave your house at all whatsoever to go shopping. All right. Let's jump into the box. I will read you very quickly the note from my stylist because Kayla, like I said, is always ever hopeful. And she says this month, happy Fix Day Tuesday. I'm sorry our last fix didn't quite work out, but it's awesome you were able to snag something from the shop. And I did purchase 2 things from the Stitch Fix store. One was actually a replacement for something that I already had, which is my wonderful yellow and white varsity sweater, which you guys probably remember from a few fixes back in the fall. It's this beautiful yellow and white striped sweater, and I actually kind of put a hole in it, and I might have gotten a little like dye on it from putting it in the washer with something that was new that bled onto it. And it might have been a teensy bit small. I could have lived with the small part. It was a medium. This time I got a large, and so I'm really happy to have it as a replacement for the one that I've kind of ruined. I also purchased a bracelet because they gave me a credit, a $20 credit, and so the bracelet was $26, so I only paid $6 for it, and I absolutely love it. It's very like geometric shaped, and it's really cute. Anyways, going on with the note, she says, keep checking back. It's always changing and so fun to check all of the clothes, shoes, and accessories out. As for your date nights at home, which sound fantastic, by the way, and then just FYI, another side note, in this fix, I specifically asked for clothing that was suitable for a date night in. I know this is the month of love, a lot of Valentine's Day plans for most people. My husband and I don't really do Valentine's Day, but nevertheless, we are in quite a bit this month just because we're taking some vacation time, and so I just thought it would be nice to have some kind of like, you know, nicer lounge outfits than maybe just the mismatched pajamas that we might be normally wearing. Anyways, she says, I thought these leggings would be perfect. They're comfortable, cute, cozy, and chic. You can't go wrong. You'll easily be able to wear all of these tops with them as well. For some contrast and extra snuggly vibes, rock the RD style eyelash cowl neck pullover. It's so super soft. I also thought you could use the button-down plaid and layer with either of the tunic style tops. You can easily mix and match these pieces for versatility. Have a wonderful time. All my best, Kayla XOXO. Okay, let's see what's in this box. My dog is entering, so let's see what happens here. You know, she gets a little feisty when I get on camera. She can't stand that there's no attention being given to her. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I see you down there. And if you like the camera, everybody else would see you too, but she doesn't like the camera. She hates the camera. All right, first thing is this sweater by R&D Style. And it's this black knit. It's very lightweight. It looks like it's got some lace at the bottom here, and it may be an asymmetric cut. I can't really tell just by holding it. Yeah, it's an asymmetric cut. So it's got this lace detail here, and then it's also got this like zipper, side zipper. I love these kinds of details on any piece of clothing. So this is already high on my list without even having tried it on. But yeah, that's a really nice knit piece. Okay. Next up is the button-down plaid she was talking about. And this one is by, I think it's Mellow Day. Yeah, Mellow Day. Here it is, the black and white. It looks cropped. It's really short. It's got pockets on the front, which I'm not super fond of, but I can live with. But it just looks so short. We'll see how I feel about this. Interesting. I don't have a whole lot of like shirts like this because they're just not really my style. So I'm not super thrilled about that, but we'll give it a shot. The next thing is the leggings she was referring to. Ooh, these are called the 151 Love My Fit Cozy Fleece Lined Leggings. They say they have softness you have to feel. That's what it says right there on the tag. But these feel really thick. So for those of you who like a good insulated legging or pant, this is probably it. It does have some fleece lining. If you can kind of see that, it's kind of fuzzy on the inside, which makes these super cozy warm. Typically, I do actually love a lined legging for the winter months because I run very cold. And I know it doesn't get super cold here where I am in Arizona. Nevertheless, I run cold. And so what might be warmer for other people is still cold for me. That being said, it's like 70 degrees out right now. So there's no way I'd be pulling these out. And I don't know if we're going to be getting another like cold rush before March gets here when the temperatures start climbing again. So I don't know if I'll have need for these, but I definitely want to try them on because I just love the pattern. They seem like they have some good stretch in them. And I love the fact that they have this fleece lining in them. Okay, so that's those. Next is a sweater by Threads for Thought. And it's made with Tencel. There's like a whole little tag on here about the product. It is responsibly made from sustainable fabrics, which is cool. Yeah, there's, like I said, the tag has a lot of information on it. Okay. But it's this kind of heathered sweatshirt. You can kind of see that. It almost has like a thermal feel to it, which again is not super my style, but I don't dislike the vibe that's happening here. That's the sleeve, the cuff, and then the hem. It has this rib knitting, which I don't particularly love either, but you guys know I try everything out, so we'll see how that goes. And then finally is this red, I think it's a turtleneck. I think this is what she was talking about with like the eyelash detail. I don't know if eyelashing is what I would call this. It's just kind of a fuzzy teddy bear type style sweater. And then this is the top. It's got like a, you know, big cowl-y kind of turtleneck style on it. So that's kind of that. I don't know how I feel about this. I love the color, but I don't know. This box, that's everything in the box, by the way. This box is very cozy. I appreciate that it's very loungy. I just don't know if it's my vibe of lounge. I don't even know if I have a vibe of lounge. So, I don't know. This is really weird. I mean, I don't know what I was anticipating when I asked for date night in outfits. Maybe I was thinking like leggings and cozy knit tops, but this, maybe this is close to it, but I don't know if this is close to it or this is close to it. I don't know. I guess there's really no other way but to find out, but to try everything on, right? All right, let's do it. Okay, I started with this fuzzy cowl neck sweater. I liked it a lot more than I thought it would. I love the color against my skin. It's just so warming. I also love the kind of versatility of a cowl neck. You can kind of wear it pulled back a little bit, really down in the front. You can just kind of futz with it a little bit until you get it just the way you want it to look. This will also be great underneath like a jacket of some sort. If you have a, you know, thick enough jacket to put over this, I think that would be really cute. This might also be really cute belted, just a little bit to define a waist and just really give this a nice silhouette. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of like negative to say about this. It feels really fuzzy. My only concern about this whole fix is that a lot of these pieces are really cozy, super warm, and I'm just concerned about whether I'm going to have time to wear them and or whether I'm willing to hold on to them to wear next year. I have done this in the past where I purchase things late in the season and then just hold on to them until December or November or whenever it gets cold around here. So I just have to, you know, think about whether this is something I think will hold over the course of the year and be something that, you know, I'd be interested in wearing later this year if we don't get another like cold front before the season ends. Okay, let's talk about these leggings. You guys, if you're a curvy girl and you are considering something with pattern on the bottom, definitely be careful. Pattern has a way of doing weird things on curves. So something like this can be a hit or a miss. It's kind of something you have to try on. One wrong move and you end up with this weird, this weird, like the lines are just like squiggly. You get this optical illusion. That's what I want to say. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. Not terribly so, but a little bit. It has kind of a tiny houndstooth kind of print to it. And because of course I'm curvy, it's following, the material is following the curvature of my body. It's not flowing straight up and down. It's kind of doing this like wavy, zigzaggy thing. And it does give me a little bit of an optical illusion when I'm looking at them. That being said, these are comfy as heck, you guys. So good. The fleece on the inside feels amazing. There's plenty of stretch in them. This is a large, extra large. It was totally comfortable, not the least bit restrictive. I have a feeling that when you wash these, they will probably shrink just a little bit. Maybe not. They're polyester spandex, so they may not shrink at all. But in any event, they fit beautifully, and I didn't find that they were sliding down on me over the course of this try on, because you'll see them with each shirt that I put on. And yeah, these are really super cozy. The only other one thing that might be a minor, you know, hit against them is the way that the pant hem hits my leg. It doesn't quite come like close to the leg. It's more of a straight cut, and so you get this weird little these weird gaps on the end. That being said, you guys know I have really long legs, and these came all the way to the ankle, so I feel totally comfortable with the length on them. They're super cozy. They fit well at the waist, besides the fact that there's that one little kind of weird gappy thing, which I think will be rectified when they get washed, and the fact that the pattern on this is not perhaps so curvy girl friendly. These would be a win for sure. Okay, I'll talk about this plaid top just really quickly, and then we'll revisit it in a minute. I just wanted to show it to you because Kayla, my stylist, talked about throwing this over top of the other two blouses that are in this fix that you haven't seen quite yet. This is an extra large as far as the shirt goes, and as you can see, it is definitely cropped, and it's kind of cute over this shirt that I'm wearing it with, but yeah, let's revisit this in a moment. In the meantime, let's talk about this heathered gray sweatshirt. Okay, it took me a minute to kind of figure out what was going on. It has thumb holes in it, so right here, slits that I missed when I was showing this to you at the beginning. So that made this, it gave us some extra bonus points. I love a good thumb hole. It also means that the sleeves are long enough and that it's going to stay put and keep you nice and cozy. It also means that you can wear a jacket or shirt over this because it's going to pull through the arm very nicely. And I will say it was great layering underneath this. I got it done without any problem at all. The other kind of odd thing that was happening was here at the bottom hem, there is like a tuliping here of the way it's sewn, so that the back part of the hem comes all the way to the front at a diagonal, and then the front part of the hem starts to go towards the back, again, creating that tulip. And I just couldn't figure out for a minute, like, what was happening. I was like, there's a hole here. Like, why is there's a hole here? But I figured out this shirt is meant to be worn at its full length. So once it gets to your hips and rear, this tuliping kind of embraces the curve and kind of sits it so that the hem kind of sits around your rear and this tulip sits on the hip really nicely. So it's just a way of creating some curvature to the fabric. And so if you guys are children or fans of the 80s, you'll remember those tops that we all wore with leggings, and they were designed kind of like this, designed to be kind of fitted towards on the hip and around the rear. And that's what this top reminded me of in the best way possible. This is like a really great updated version of that, because unlike the tops and dresses that we wore in the 80s that were very shapeless in through the midsection, this one didn't feel so boxy. It's a thinner vibe. I also love the color and material on this. This definitely doesn't feel 80s at all. No neon prints or weird bright sweater colors. This is a nice, cozy neutral that I think would be great for being at home. So this sweater isn't probably something I would have ever picked for myself, but I think this would be really great with a pair of good cozy leggings like the ones that I'm wearing, perhaps though in a solid color instead of the checked. But yeah, this was a really cute shirt. Okay, let's revisit this plaid shirt. There's a few things that I don't really like about this shirt. First of all, there's this gapping at the bust line. It just doesn't fit across the chest really well. For this being an extra large, I have to wonder if it wasn't built for a junior size as opposed to a women's size, because I just feel like it just doesn't fit a woman's body the way that I think a women's piece of clothing should. Anyways, the sleeves are okay on length. They're not super long, but they're not too short either. But this is definitely a cropped style. And again, giving me like juniors vibes as opposed to a women's sizing. This is definitely a shorter shirt, something I would probably only wear over something else, like over a t-shirt like I'm wearing right now, or over some other, you know, layered piece. And the color is fine. It's black and white. You can't go wrong there. I'm just not in love with this, and I don't feel like I would get enough use out of it to justify paying for it. So this is probably going to be a no for me, but we'll talk about that when we get to the recap. The final piece in this fix is by RD Style. It's this black sweater with all of the cool details on it. It has like this beautiful kind of mesh net lace at the top, which is very softening across the neckline. This is kind of more of a Sabrina or boat neck style because it does come wide across the shoulder, which I really love. I just love anything that has unique details on it, so that asymmetry at the hem is really awesome for me. The lace is just top notch. It's kind of it's a like knit pattern over a mesh, and the zipper is actually functional. So when you unzip this, there is actual like more lace underneath here. So it's constructed very nicely. This is a very thin knit sweater, so I do think I could get some additional wears out of this as opposed to some of the other pieces that are in this collection. Because it's so lightweight, I probably could push this into March and get plenty of wear at it before I'd have to tuck it away for the warmer months. So that's everything that's in this fix as far as a try on. Let me do a quick recap. Okay, you guys, this is the part of the show where I give you all the pricing and where I let you know what I'm thinking about each piece, whether it's going to stay or probably go. All right, let's start with the Mellow Day Rowen Super Soft cropped shirt. Okay, they acknowledge it is cropped. It's a black and white. It's a size XL. It's $38, which is a great price for the shirt if you're interested. I'm not, so this is going to be going back. Next is the RD style Tonie lace insert pullover in black. This is a large, and it is $68. A little pricey for me, in my opinion. I will be honest. This month I've kind of put myself on a shopping diet, I should say. So it's not that I won't be shopping, it's that I'll be shopping less. So I'm being very particular about what I'm going to be picking to keep in my closet this month. And I don't know if this is something I want to keep or not. I may have to look back on the footage and really consider whether this is something I want to have in my wardrobe. I also need to see what is already in my wardrobe and see if there's anything that needs either replacing or some could be kicked out for me to add this in. So we'll see about that. $68 though. Next is the RD style Toby eyelash cowl neck pullover in burgundy. That's this one here. It's also a large, and it is also $68. This is a really great sweater. Again, I would just have to think about whether I'm willing to kind of wait until the end of the year to actually get any use out of this, because like I said, the winter season is just about over here. We probably have, we might get one more cold front before March hits. So I just don't know if I want to pay that price now for something I won't get to wear for quite some time. Next is the 151 Troy seamless houndstooth legging. This is the large, extra large size. It's $28. That's a great price for these leggings. They are super comfortable. And if it wasn't for this print, I would probably keep these. I'm going to go back and look at the footage just to see how I feel about that weird kind of optical illusion thing that's happening. But I really want to keep these, but I really want them in a different color. So I may have to do some research, see if I can hunt these down in another color. I would love to have these in, I don't know, any solid color besides this houndstooth. Not that this was bad, just not exactly what I think I need or want. So these are really, really cute though. And like I said, $28. And then finally is the Thread for Thought Canon Tunic knit top in the gray. It's also a large, and it's $58. This is a really great top. It's great for kind of hanging around the house, which I may be doing more of over the next few weeks. And it's not super heavy. It has a nice weight to it. So again, this is something I probably could push into the spring, like into March, before I have to store it away. I have plenty of black leggings to wear this over because I feel like this is definitely something that needs to be worn with leggings. So I shouldn't have a problem there, but yeah. Again, $58. This whole fix for me is really about balancing whether I want to pay now to wear later. And I really need to look back at the footage to see if these are things that I'm really truly in love with, or if I'm just kind of acting in the moment. Thankfully, I've got a couple of days to think about everything in this box. So I would really appreciate all of your feedback. You can leave it below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And for those of you who have decided to subscribe or have been here for a little while, if you haven't hit that notification bell, go ahead and do that so you don't miss a single video drop. And run over to Instagram and see what I keep. See if it shows up in my styling outfit of the day videos. Yeah, this should be an interesting one. Something in here I will probably keep. I just don't know what. So we'll see. It's either going to be like a couple of pieces I keep or everything's going back. That's where I'm at right now. Like maybe the 2 RD style tops, maybe the tops, I don't know. It's going to be very dicey, and I'm definitely going to be very, very hard on this box. It could very well end up that everything goes back. That could happen. All right, you guys, let me know your comments. I am really curious to hear. All right, until the next video, you know what to do. Live with love. Bye.